So we started to discuss about this one. So we had discussed about how to just set up this environment. What is this? Our Selenium environment. And this is our, and we have just created a simple program here. And we have tested how to automate a browser and how to bring in a simple website and how to do all these things. So in that process, what is that is there are a couple of things we need to know. We didn't get to know what is all this Chrome options or WebDriverManager or Chrome driver, all that, and then what else we can do. Different things we can apply here using these things. So what we do is today we will go a little deeper into these things and get a better understanding about all this, and also we'll get a more this thing into these concepts this one. So one thing is see, we had discussed all this yesterday, right? How to do the setup everything and how to download all that. So I believe you should be fine with most of this, but still, if you have any questions, we'll discuss today after this session. So now, actually, before we talk about all this, okay, these are something which we need to quickly understand. Selenium, as a framework, it supports multiple browser platforms. You can see here. So the most popular browser platforms supported by Selenium are Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera, Chrome, Edge, all these things, friends, right? And then operating systems supported by Selenium here. If you see Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Linux, all these things. These three OS are supported by this Selenium framework. Okay, this is a quick idea for you. And thing is, now you need to understand this one. Jumping to this. So let's understand what is Chrome options class here. Let me just show you Chrome options. See, when we talk about Chrome options here, friends, so this is a class actually. Let me just show you quickly. Chrome options is a class. Let me show you. Right click, and then if you want to see, understand what each thing is in Java, in this Eclipse, right? What you have to do is select that particular entity, whatever it is, and then right click on it and then say open declaration. Now you can see here this Chrome options is a class actually in this package org.openqa.selenium.chrome. So this is a class. So, and this has many methods actually. There are so many methods in this class. Anyhow, we can, I'll show you quickly. So now, and these methods are used to apply many capabilities to your browser. Okay, just a minute, friend. Sorry, there is some noise outside. So what is this? This Chrome options is used to apply many capabilities to your browser. For example, if you want to set your browser to a private mode while executing an automation, if you want to set it to a private mode, we can apply this. And similarly, if you want to make this headless, this is one more important scenario. And also people ask questions in interviews like, why should we go headless and how do you do that? So this is an interview question. So you have to be careful all this. And of course, people ask questions about all these classes and interfaces, they might ask about Chrome options and WebDriverManager and even WebDriver, all these things. Okay. So This provides a lot of browser capabilities, like, if you want to know what is your driver version, or if you want to know if you want to go private, or if you want to go headless, or similarly, suppose let me just show you Chrome options dot. See, these are all multiple things. If you want to set some browser elements, okay. So similarly, likewise, many more things you can do here. Just a minute, friends. You can see here. Let me just show you. You can see here multiple browser capabilities setting. Just a minute. 1 minute, friends. I think. Fine. Sorry, there is some noise outside. Okay. So no problem. Likewise, if you see uh, Chrome options dot, you can see, friends. These are all capabilities you can see here. These are all different methods which we can apply on your browser. You can see here, friends. Okay. Anyhow, while discussing all this, you will come to know about many things. So for now, you can see these are most frequently used methods. Add argument. So this add arguments is something where we set different things, different capabilities to your browser. For example, best thing is applying this Cognito or headless, going headless, all these things. And also, if you want to know your browser version, all these are different options which we choose for your browser. Okay, we will apply many more, when we keep moving forward in this automation. So that is fine. So I think you got clear here, right? What is this? Chrome options is a class which is there in this package. Okay. So, and then which package means this one you can see here. This is the package where this Chrome options is available. And then it provides capabilities to your browser, like, for a quick idea is like if you want to go incognito or headless or something, this is useful. We'll test all this one by one. Okay. So that is one thing. Next one. Coming to this WebDriver Manager, what is this and why this is needed? Yesterday, I believe uh, Santoshi has some issue, right? So for her, there is a browser incompatibility, right? There is no session created exception, if I am not wrong. So in such cases, actually, if we add this statement, so this will automatically set up driver compatible to your Chrome browser. Actually, that is why this is needed, WebDriver Manager. So I think she also added this, but she ran into some issue that will try to fix it today. But I'm just giving an idea. Earlier, there is a different way of, resolving these browser issues. Like, when we have a browser issue, usually if it is incompatible, so then what we have to do, these are the options people used to follow. Let me just show you. You can get a quick idea. So one option is if you have a browser issue, either download the latest version of Chrome driver, that is, download the version of the Chrome driver fitting your actual Chrome browser. This is one option. Okay. Our second option is preferred way, update your Chrome browser and download fitting version of Chrome driver. So these are the two different things where we can apply and fix this Chrome issue. Okay, but anyhow, to avoid all this and to dynamically handle this browser issues, friends. So what is that? This is what important for us. What is that? WebDriver Manager. So what is WebDriver Manager? WebDriver Manager is a built-in, you can see here. This is actually an abstract class, if you see here. Right? We had discussed this OOP concepts. What is the OOP concepts? What is class? What is abstract class. Abstract class means you have all these abstract methods. If you see, if you go and look into them, you have many abstract methods as well. You can see these methods: get driver name, and then driver version, and then set driver names, and your browser name, browser version. Okay, to set your browser version, get your browser version. See, if you want to get all this, you can get through this abstract class. This one, suppose, let us just have a quick idea. If you don't know what is your browser version, what is your browser name, all that, then you can try to get here, like, simply, you can simply see WebDriver. Let us just try to get that manager dot Chrome driver dot. You can call all this. You can say get. You can see here, if you want to know where is your browser path, or get, can you can see here, you can choose driver versions here. All these methods are there. We can apply them. We'll see, get your WebDriver. Okay, get, then maybe we can also get like this few more things. Let me just driver dot. Just a minute, friends. So this is an abstract class actually. Let me open. Get browser version. This method we can call actually, if you want to know. Let me just apply. So what we do now? We can do one thing then. We can simply create an object. This is the abstract class, right? Again, we can't create object explicitly, friends. Provided if these methods are static, we can call them directly. Let me just see. So these are not actually, yes, of course, static and abstract don't come this thing. Yeah, no, to get this one, I think this implementation class will have that this thing. No problem. We can apply here. Let me just check here. Driver dot. Somewhere we can. Just why this, it has to show all this help for you. Now you can see here, get. We should be able to pull this methods outside. Okay, I don't want to, uh, confuse you now. We'll get back to this again. Okay. So now, what is it? This is all. This is actually an abstract class. The purpose of this is actually, if you ask me, why we are setting up this thing, because it will automatically download a driver, Chrome driver, and set it up for your this thing, for your automation. Suppose if your driver is incompatible with your browser version, right? This is the most common issue which we face while working with this Selenium automation. Of course, these days there is a new, sorry, there is a new thing is introduced. to avoid these things, this Chrome people have provided a Chrome testing browser. When you use that Chrome testing browser, we can avoid these compatible issues without any issue. So now, but what this WebDriver manager does here is it try to automatically resolve this the Chrome driver compatible issue with your browser version. So that is why we need this WebDriver manager. We'll come and talk about many more things, right? But right now, I don't want to confuse you here with different things. But you understood, right? Again, this is an interview question. People ask you, what is WebDriver Manager? This is one of the very important interview question. Even Chrome options, people ask you, like, why you need that? What are different options you have with Chrome options? Okay. And then coming back to this, I think you are clear with this, right? Anyhow, I will actually give you more deeper insight about this. And then WebDriver. What is this WebDriver? So this is an interface again. So you can see here, say whenever, if you want to know anything about these declarations, these, APIs. APIs means some class name or some abstract class name, some interface name. Simply just click on it in Eclipse, right clicks and say open declaration. You understand what is that? You can see here what is it exactly. If it is a class, if it is abstract class, if it is an interface, if it is an enum, you can see all that here, friends. Okay, so this is an interface. Interface means it has abstract methods. Abstract methods, we had discussed this sometime a couple of days back. Abstract methods means methods without body. So usually interface is more of it has almost all abstract methods. So that is this one. And what for these abstract, for these interfaces, there will be implementation classes, right? So if WebDriver is interface, this WebDriver interface is implemented by multiple classes. So, for example, you can see here, if this is WebDriver, so this WebDriver is implemented by all these classes: Chrome driver, and then Edge driver, Firefox driver. Okay, otherwise all this. Firefox driver, Internet Explorer driver, and then Safari driver, Opera driver, Chrome driver, Edge driver. All these classes implement this WebDriver interface. Okay, just remember. So this is like a parent where this parent is implemented in these subclasses. So this will be implemented. So here, if you see Chrome driver is we call this as implementation class. So this approach, so this interface implementing by subclasses approach will allow us to have loose coupling. What is that? We have something called loose coupling here. Okay, let me just quickly show you a small, explain here like how it works actually. Suppose these are all, your browsers. So for all this, there will be classes which are needed to work with your browser. Okay, what are those classes? Driver classes for Chrome, we have Chrome driver. For Edge, we have Edge driver. For Safari, we have Safari driver. Firefox driver. Let me just show you here if you want. So these are all different drivers, classes which are implementing this WebDriver interface. You can see here. Let me just show you. So this one, WebDriver 2, I'll just show a few so that you get some idea. So this one, you can remove this. Instead of Chrome driver, if you want to create a Firefox driver, you can say simply, you can see here, right? So there is a class Firefox and you are creating an object for Firefox driver. Or you need to know all this. Okay. Suppose you are automating a Firefox driver. So of course, you just comment this Chrome options because Chrome options is for providing capabilities to Chrome browser. If you are working with Firefox, then you need Firefox options or something like that. So now I'm just giving a quick idea. What are all this? What is WebDriver and what are all these driver classes? So these are all implementation classes which implements this interface WebDriver. And here WebDriver is interface. People ask in interviews, what is the difference between WebDriver and WebDriver Manager? Then this is very clear. WebDriver Manager is not an interface. It is an abstract class which provides different methods to work on your WebDriver. But WebDriver is an interface. Sorry, WebDriver Manager is an abstract class which provides different methods to work with your Chrome driver. Okay. Again, not Chrome driver, with your drivers, different drivers, friends. Sorry, let me make it generic. So I'm correcting my statement. It is used to work with setting up with multiple drivers. That is why we need this WebDriver Manager. I think this point is clear. And this one, what is this? This is actually an interface which has many implementation classes. This is actually very important for us. So what shall we say? This is the core thing. If you want to automate any browser and apply any capabilities, you can see here. So this driver is doing many things here. If you want to automate, suppose, let me just show you like this. So this is a simple Google, this thing browser and Google website. There are a couple of things here. What is this? There are web elements here. What are those web elements? This search is a web element. This Gmail is web element. Images is web element. Google search is web element. All these are web elements. Suppose if you want to automate these things, so what is it? So in such cases, if you want not only this, suppose you have this Amazon website, so Amazon.com. So let's see this. If you want to automate this multiple things here, what is this? Let me just on this one. Let's take this one. Okay. So these are all. This is actually the famous Amazon website. If you want to automate this checkbox, okay, sorry, this search, and also this drop down list, you can see here there are. Let me just show you this one. You can see here there is a drop down here. Okay, if you want to automate this sign in, and also there are many things in this. This is not just one thing. And if you want to automate all these different elements, these are all web elements, what we call this sign in, this search box, this drop down. Suppose when you click on this, something will come up here, right? So all these are called web elements here. If you see in a website, and this one, even including this, you can see this logo. When you click on this, something will come. So these are called what, friends? We call them as web elements. And if you want to automate all these elements, web elements, see this is right. You are manually clicking on this. So without manually clicking, if you want to automate these things, like then in such cases, what is this? To this WebDriver plays a phenomenal role here, very important role, because in all this automation, WebDriver plays a key role here. This is very core thing. And WebDriver Manager, it helps you to resolve this compatibility issues with your any type of driver, not just Chrome driver, because now we are working with Chrome driver. So that's why we choose this thing. As we are working with Chrome browser, we choose Chrome driver. Similarly, this helps us to set up different things. Let me just show you. Maybe if you have a question, see here. So what is this? This WebDriver Manager doesn't just work for only Chrome. So you can see it works for all different drivers. WebDriver Manager means it's a manager who works with all different drivers. What drivers? It works with Chrome driver. You can see here. It works with Firefox driver. It works with Edge driver. It works with Opera driver. It works with some Chromium driver. It works with some kind of Internet Explorer driver. All these things. I think this is clear, right? So WebDriver Manager is an abstract class which is used to set up your drivers, right? So that this compatibility issue between your driver version and your browser version will be automatically resolved without any much issue. So this is a quick information for you. So now that is okay, fine. Now coming back to this WebDriver thing. So what is this? This is an interface which is implemented by all these classes you can see here. So one is Firefox. Similarly, if you want, you can just check quickly. I'm giving you an idea. So here tree. So here, what you can choose now. Let's take Edge driver. EDG. So no problem. You can choose here. If you have any issue, just let's go and declare. See this. No problem. We can just check it out. The Google, not an issue because I'm trying to go a little deeper with each thing. Implementation classes for what is that WebDriver in Selenium. You can see here. You choose this. So here you can directly go to the official website. This is the official website, friends. So now here. Let's start here. We can see here. Let me just try this one. This class is not there. It's not providing this one. So there will be multiple implementation classes like this. You can see here. For Safari, you can see Safari driver. You automatically it will show you the IntelliSense. This is called IntelliSense. So double click on it and put semicolon. Similarly, you can try for different other drivers. So what you can do is there are all these browsers are supported. So whichever browsers are supported by Selenium, it provides a driver class for this. You can see here for all this Firefox or Safari or Opera or Chrome or Edge or anything. Let me just try for it. It's not straight. You can see here now. Somehow earlier when I tried this, it didn't show us. But see here, this is the Edge driver. I think this is clear, right? So this is enough. Okay. So similarly, you can search for all. I don't think we work with IE or all that. Probably precisely we will focus more on Chrome browsers and Firefox browsers because this is what we do in the testing, in a real testing. Okay, but if you are familiar how to work with one driver class, then automatically it's almost similar for other driver classes. So these are all see here at the right side things. These are all like these are all kits, and WebDriver is an interface. This is like a parent. These kits are implementing this parent WebDriver. Simply speaking, means you can treat these people as kits, like implementation classes. Kits in sense not direct subclasses, implementation classes. Even though these are implementation classes, still these are kind of subclasses only. and these subclasses are implementing this WebDriver. Maybe you can ask me a question. Why don't you create an object directly for these driver classes, and why are you trying to create object with the interface? Because if you directly create object for Chrome driver, you know, we miss a concept called loose coupling. There is something called the very technical thing in Java, which is what we call loose coupling. This approach gives you to assign any different browser object to this common implementation interface driver, this web driver. Suppose if you just directly try to create an object for Chrome driver, then you miss an opportunity of loose coupling. So in a real environment, loose coupling is the most recommended one, so that a parent of this acts as a superclass. A superclass reference can refer to any implementation classes, and this approach encourages a concept of loose coupling. Okay, anyhow, maybe I'll just talk quick important points about Java little later, but this is a quick idea. So understand these things clearly. We have maybe you can think like Manoram is trying to discuss something deeper here. Why all this? Because tomorrow when you go to interview, they ask you questions. When they ask questions, when you if you are not able to clearly explain what is this Chrome options and what is this WebDriver manager and WebDriver and what are all these implementation classes, so what implementation classes you do have and what kind of methods you are trying to apply on this driver. See, if you can't answer these questions, definitely it is difficult for you to clear your interview. So you got it right. So it's not just only writing a simple code and testing your automation. Apart from that, you should be ready for answering questions in interviews. So that's why I'm trying to prepare you for all this, friends. Okay. But anyhow, this should give us a clear idea. What is this? So what is it? But now you should get an idea. For Chrome, we have Chrome options. Suppose you see here, let's take Firefox. Firefox. You can see here for Firefox, you have Firefox options. You got it, friends. So I'm not going too deeper now. I'm just giving a quick idea equal to new Firefox options. Similarly, for Edge, you might have Edge options. Similarly, for Safari, you have some Safari options. We can check all that little later. So if you want to provide Firefox capabilities, then you choose Firefox options. If you want to provide Firefox Safari capabilities, then we choose Safari option, something like that, friends. Got it right? Finally, the question is, what is this options means? Options class is something which provides capabilities to your browser. Capabilities like what? Like all these things, like, we'll test all this one by one. Okay. So we'll test one by one. So that is what this options is. And then WebDriver Manager, what is this for? This is for avoiding this compatibility issues and making a generic approach to uh, resolve your compatibility of your driver with your browser versions. So that is what this is. Again, you should be able to answer this question in interviews. And what is driver manager? Driver manager is very core again. So this guy is the actual front runner here. Like driver manager is like a driver. What it does is, in a bus, how driver controls the whole bus. This driver is something which controls everything. What it does, it is used to automate all the elements in the website. So this is your website. You can see this search one or this drop down list or this menus here. So if you want to automate all this, these are all web elements. And to manage these web elements, to automate these web elements, what is that, friends? We need this driver here. Okay, let's tell what do we do right now? We have just covered, try to understood many things here. These are all very useful things, friends. Okay, so now what we do is we'll just try to test few things. Let's have some interesting this thing. Uh, Remove this one here. So now we will comment a couple of things so that come one by one here. So, and we can also comment this now. And let's test this now. Suppose you want to know what is the browser version you are using for Chrome now. So we can call that on Chrome options here, get browser version here. So what do you do? Right click this now and then say, and here you can see I applied quit. Quit means after 20 seconds, you can see 2000, 20,000 means this is a thread class which just waits for 20 seconds. 1000 milliseconds is 1 second. So it waits for 20 seconds and then you are calling driver.quit automatically. Your automation window will be closed. That okay, browser window will be closed. So this is actually what is this? We are just automated to close window automatically. Right. So now let us see this now. So now what we are doing after creating this Chrome options and resolving this Chrome thing and this thing, let me just quickly run. And we are calling this, yesterday also I had discussed this get method is used to trigger a website, whichever you want to automate from the application, from the program. Right now, what is this? This will do when I say get browser version, it shows us this capability of browser. Let's see this now. Right click this and then run this now. Now you can see here, you can observe many things. And now, of course, we just only, what did we do now? We just only tried to uh, trigger this browser. And that's all, friends. This is the simple automation, and this will close just after 20 seconds. So you don't need to do anything, right? So you can just wait for 20 seconds. It gets closed. You can see it got closed now. After that, next thing is, suppose you want to see the title of your browser. You can see here the title. There are many things we'll talk about one by one. All this tomorrow you see more options and many more things. Okay, right click. What is this title will do? It is used to get this browser title. Suppose this is your this thing browser. So you say Google here. Okay. When you say Google, you can see here, friends. Uh, Here you can see there is a title on top of this. What is this title? Google. So when you say get title, what happens is this will show you the title of that your browser window. Okay. So let's run this now. Run as a Java application. Now you can see here when this browser is triggered and when it is started, you can see it is bringing you that title that you can see here. That browser title you can see when I say get title, it is showing you that browser title here. Means what here. So this is the automation thing. It will show you if it is automated. Is it closed or what? Let me run it again, no problem. Yeah, this is closed. Let me run it. You can see that. Let us run one more time. You can see the title. This is the title here. You can see this is the one on top of this. So when you say get title, it will get that, friends. Okay. Then apart from that, suppose let's apply some browser capabilities. What is it? I want to set it the browsing in a private mode. Then you can apply this one. What is this? Incognito. How to set incognito? Simply, you can choose this option. So before that, to apply this capability in this Chrome options, you have this add arguments, and these arguments are used to add arguments method is used to add many capabilities to your browser. One example is incognito. Let us try to run this. Okay, and you understand this now. Now you can see we are executing this, and you can see now this browser is opened in incognito mode, private mode. Private mode means something which you don't make it public, this thing, right? You can see this is when you are using this automation, Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. You can see this is this appears here if you are doing any automation, right? That is closed now. Next after that is suppose you see, friends, you go headless now. Headless means what? It's like you open multiple browsers And then a few browsers you don't want, like, you want to run that in the background. You don't want everything in your, in front of you, so that it will be, stopping you to switch from one task to another task. In such cases, what you do, you just try to ask to run in the background. So headless is one such option which helps you to run your automation in the background without visible directly. Remember this carefully, because people ask this question in interviews, friends. So when you go headless, what happens? You can't see the browser, but the automation keeps going on in the background. Maybe if you can ask me a question, how do I know automation will run in the background? So for that, let us prove these things with a few important things. Okay. So what do you do right now? Right click and then run as. See now. Now you don't see any browser. See, when you say headless, you don't see the browser. Browser will be there. Maybe you can ask me a question. How do I know this, Manoram Shiv Prabhu? How do you know that it is visible? See, when you say get title, same thing which we ran few minutes, just a few seconds back or few minutes back. So gave us a title Google. Even now, when we say headless, you have that browser. What is that? That is open in the background, and you can see the title is printed here. That itself shows it's a proof that browser is triggered, and then what is that? Automation happens or runs in the background. Okay, but if you want to just push it into the this thing into the background application, or if you want to do it in background, then we can choose headless. In few cases, in a real time, this thing, we choose this headless option as well. Okay, just have a quick idea. This is one of the important interview questions. So these are all, there are multiple things in today's session. People come and ask you in interviews, and we have covered so many things usually to answer many of these with more than what is needed. Okay, so now this is all about this one. Next one after this is one more important scenario. So what is it? So let us take a simple. Let's not get into the too deep of this thing. Okay. So these are all web elements, right? So in a when you are automating, you should be very familiar with this one. What is that about the something called XPath? Web elements means what? This is what this Google is a logo, and this search box is some kind of element. This is this Gmail is some kind of web element. Images is some kind of element, and this one Google Apps is some kind of element. All this. Suppose you see here, right click and then say inspect, friends. When you say inspect, you can see here, this is there is something called, you can see now, when we see, just see this, friends. See, when we click on Google, you can see it is selecting this Google thing here. See here, friends. It is selecting this Google, right? So these are all nothing but what, again, uh, let me just go back, right? Similarly, images, when you select images in the web elements, you can see it is choosing something else here. You see here in the right side HTML, this thing. Okay. So also when we try to, when I hover it here, it is actually trying to position on this web element here. Similarly, suppose uh, you click on this search. Okay. It choose something here. So what are all this? This is a quick question to you. What is it? So one important thing here to observe here is all these are elements in the, excuse me, friends, elements in the browser. This is a small thing. We'll come up with much more, more elements. So point is each web element here has an address. Remember this. I'm again repeating. Each element here, suppose this is something, let's have this. Each element, this Google search has some address, this Gmail has some address, this images has some address, this logo has some address. Every web element, all that you see in the browser has some address. And that address is identified with something called XPath. What is it, friends? These are identified with something called XPaths. So if you see here, when I right click and say inspect, so you can see here, this is shown here. This is something you can identify here. This Gmail is something you can see this block is highlighted, right? So if you want to identify the address of Google, there is something called XPath. That XPath is used to identify address of your web element. So we'll talk more about it. We'll have a more detailed discussion on XPath. One complete session. We'll talk about itself. But for now, I'm just giving you an idea, few important observations. So what is it? So in a browser, we have many web elements, right? Even these are all web elements. And here again, if you want to do automation, you should have this understanding. Each web element has an address. And to identify that address, we use something called in HTML. What is that? XPath. Right, XPath means XML paths. So using that XPath, we try to identify that which one web element. Maybe you can ask me a question. Can you show us an example, so that we understand it, better? Yes, you can see here. So, but if I show example, you should very clear, right? So that's why I'm just preparing you for that. Okay. So you come here and you just remove this comment and then see here now. Now, if I want to automate Google, now we are going one step ahead. And now you do remove this headless. Otherwise, you don't see how this is going. And remove this Cognito also. This get browser version, you can see here somewhere it will show you that current browser version. Okay. So now no problem. Now when we see this, we had moved one step ahead of our automation. So far, what is this? One step of automation is bringing this website. Second step is we are able to get the title of your website. Third step is now we are moving one step ahead. Now we are clicking on this Gmail, this web element Gmail. When we click on this Gmail, this is already open. Usually it should give you the sign in form, okay, or that basic this thing. Right, as I have logged into Gmail, it is giving me this. Otherwise, what is this? You can just sign out all that, okay? Right. So this one, friends. Now, if when I signed out, what happening now? Let me just run this. You understand now. So what is it? Right click and then run as and then Java application. So what is this here? This is actually again an XPath which is trying to identify your web element Gmail, and then you are trying to click on that Gmail. When you click on Gmail, you know what happens? It will give you the sign in form, right? So that's all. So now let's run this now. So right click, run as Java application. Now you see we are moving one step ahead of your automation. Now you can see here, right? So there are, what is that? It opened browser window, and then you can see now it came to the Gmail. You can see this sign in and create account is shown now. So earlier here we are just here. Now what happened now? It clicked on this, and then we have moved to the next page, next this thing of your browser. You got it right. So likewise, if you want to identify anything on the browser, one simple thing is applying this XPath, choosing this XPath. And to choose this XPath, this inside driver there is a method find element. So you know, right, this is so simple to understand. All these are elements, simply speaking. All these are elements. To find this element, see, driver is having find element method. And then in that method, if you want to choose the address of these elements, so what you have to do? Inside that we have to by XPath, means by address of that particular element, and you are choosing something here. What is it? In that XPath, you are passing this validation. If that text is Google, you can see here, friends. This is how you should pass your this thing. If text is Gmail, so then what is you are asking? If it is Gmail, if that element is Gmail, you are asking to click on it. Suppose you see here one more thing, you click on images. Okay, if you click on images, something else might come here, right? So then you can choose here what? instead of Gmail, you can say simply images. Let me just show you. So what is the web element here? Images, I capital. Let's try that. Save this and then right click and then run as Java application. Okay. Now what it will, you can see it's just clicked on that images thing. Okay. So that itself is a clear idea, friends. If you want to automate any of this, suppose this is Amazon website. If you want to automate anything here, not just one, suppose this is there. If you want to just click on this hello sign in, then you should choose what web element as something like sign in. When you say that, then automatically it will click on sign in. Then you can get this sign in form. Right. Similarly, suppose you want to automate this button, then you should get the web element of this. You can see right click on this inspector. So you can see here, this is actually the XPath of that. You can simply search here for that. Okay, for that button. What is that? Continue. The search text we should search here is continue. So in the program while automating, what do you do? So when you want to automate any web element, first you should get the address of that web element. To get that address of element, we have this XPath. I think this is clear, friends. And in that XPath, we choose a validation like this, which particular text we should validate. And based on this, what is that? It will search in the website. And finally, according to that, it will trigger the this automation. I hope this is clear for all of you. So this is all about today in today's session. Okay, I think we have understood multiple things. Maybe what you can do, I'm just sharing this. After that, anyhow, quit means it will automatically close the browser once after this sleep time is elapsed or ended. This is for 20,000 milliseconds, means 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, this will be automatically quit. When you are applying sleep, make sure you are applying this throwing interrupt this exception. Otherwise, it won't work, friends. Okay. So this is important. Throws interrupted exception. So I'm just giving you the whole file for you. So in the chat box, you can test it. I believe you are already testing this, but you know, you can try take this example, and I'll help you in whatever possible way you need. Okay. So this is a quick idea, friends. I hope you got you know many deeper insights, right? You understood about Chrome options, and we try to understand about Chrome browser. You can see this is your browser version. See, you can see at the bottom, this is the browser version. So you can see here. So even this is your browser version. This is your browser version, all this. Similarly, under Chrome options, you can have different this thing. I'm just ending today, but ch Chrome options dot. You can see get browser name. Okay. Similarly, Chrome options dot get. You can see when I say get automatically, it will give you all these details. Next one. For this one, right? So this is a quick idea, friends. Okay. Understood now. If you want to know browser name as well, you can do that. These are all capabilities, and we have observed many more capabilities. Still, if you want to know more, you can just quickly check from, there are many more options. Chrome option capabilities. You can see here for Selenium. If you just say that, you can find somewhere here. This should be fine. Guru also should be fine. Quickly take from here. You can check here, multiple options here. Let me just not this exactly what I'm looking. Yeah, because start maximize. This is one kind of Chrome option. What is the start maximized? If you want to just maximize your window, this is a kind of Chrome option. You can add all this and test it, friends. No problem. You don't need to shy away. And then, and we can have many more like this actually. And we can see many more. Just a minute. No problem. I will come anyhow. We'll see many things. So not to waste time here. This is a quick idea, friends. Got it? So I hope you are clear with this. Can I get let me know if you have any questions. We'll discuss now. You can stay back. So what did that we discussed today is there are many things actually. If you go and check now, you understand. If you go any now, if you observe any website or if you check on any other multiple YouTube things, you can see there. Now you can easily get many things here. But before we close it here, I have prepared these things for you because to understand or to get a deeper this thing on this. What is this? So one thing is what is Chrome options? Let's summarize this. What Chrome options does? This define your browser capabilities like what is that like headless or maximize or cognito or getting your browser versions, all that. Right? That is Chrome options. What is WebDriver Manager? It will set up the browser and the executable driver for the browser, or otherwise this one. Okay, you can see here. This is actually the beautiful, this thing. Uh, Purpose of WebDriver. It is an open source Java library that carries out the management. What is that of drivers required by Selenium WebDriver? Like all this. So that is what WebDriver Manager will do here. So what it does is it just makes sure that management of your drivers. That is what it does. All these different drivers, Chrome driver, okay, Edge driver, MS Edge driver, or this one something like Gecko driver, something it is saying. All these different things. Okay. So that is what this WebDriver manager is. It manages different types of drivers. This is a very important official information. Okay. So that is one thing. And what it does is, as of version 5, what is this WebDriver manager is doing is it provides other relevant features such as the capability to discover browsers installed in the local system. Suppose you don't know what kind of browser, what is that browser installed in the local machine. It tries to discover that browser installed in the local machine, building the WebDriver objects. Right, all this is done with this WebDriver manager, friends, or WebDriver objects of your Chrome driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver, all that. So that's it. So this Docker containers is something related to this DevOps, this thing. This belongs to DevOps area, but even there we build these browsers. Okay, that's it, friends. Next one, WebDriver is something. It's a library. What happened? Did I stop sharing or what? Somebody, I will miss class tomorrow. No problem, Shankar. I will share you. Okay, I will also if you want. You can connect after class. I can spend some time if you have any questions or if you need any help with setup or anything. Okay. But okay. Now here, if you see WebDriver Manager, what is it? We already discussed this. So this is a library that allows controlling web browsers. Actually, this is actually the core thing. Of course, I don't say the others are not core. Even these are important. But among this, the whole automation is controlled by the WebDriver. Again, I am repeating this statement. So, what is this WebDriver? WebDriver is a library. It's just simply an interface, friends, that allows controlling web browsers programmatically. So, if you want to control the whole browser by doing some automation, then this web browser is important. And again, it provides a cross-browser API that can be used to drive web browsers. What is that cross-browser API we are seeing here? I have shown you in the beginning of today's session. What is that? We try to build multiple objects for this web driver. Like, here we are seeing Chrome driver. In the beginning, like in the first 30 minutes, I have shown you like, how to create Firefox driver, how to create Edge driver, how to create Safari driver, all that. That's what this is saying. So cross browser API means so it has that this thing where we can create multiple objects for different browsers and assign to this WebDriver reference. That's what they are saying here. And here you can see last point, very important. The primary use of WebDriver is implementing automated tests for web applications. Again, I am saying this is the core thing for us. If you want to do any automation, you can see here. If you want to find elements and if you want to choose that text paths, if you want to set any of this, this driver is very important for us. And which driver we are automating by looking at the right side object, you can automatically understand. Yes, I am automating Chrome driver. I am automating Firefox driver. I am automating Safari driver. You can easily identify which browser you are automating by seeing this right side object. Okay, so that's it. And options are available for each specific type of browser. Okay, browser object. Otherwise, got it, friends. And this is a quick idea. Okay, so that's it, friends. Any more questions? I'll take up those questions. Tomorrow I'll just ask quick questions to you and then switch to the more of this this thing. Right. I need few minutes to fix this error. WebDriver equal to new. Yeah, sure, sir, Bala. Please share your this thing.
Yeah, sure, Mano. Actually, I'll share my screen.
Yeah, we are done for the session. I hope all of you are clear with all this, right? I think Kishore have also some error. Santoshi, we will try to check on your compatibility issue today.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will try to fix all your issues one by one. Now,
Yes.
Bala, let me just come up with you quickly. Let me make you presenter here. Are you able to see? Yeah, good, good. You are able to share screen. That's good thing.
Yeah.
Can you little maximize your? Yeah, now I can see this. Tell me, yes. What is the issue?
So this is where actually I'm getting the error. Chrome driver cannot be resolved.
Just a minute. Let me. Can you make small change there, Bala? At line
Yeah.
10. See, your class name is Chrome Options, right, Bala?
Yeah, that's right.
Again, that reference also you choose same name. That should be little change. That should be lowercase. Put Chrome Options lowercase. C lowercase. Means
Okay.
see your variable and class name should have at least slight difference. Got it, Bala?
Yeah.
Now you run it. It will work, Bala. Your class name and reference name should not be same, Bala. Make small change. That would be enough. Now run it, Bala. It will work. It should work. If you have set up that Firefox driver, please remove that, Bala. You have an error there. There are a couple of errors.
Yeah.
You choose one. First, let's do work with one browser. Later on, you can set up. Now also one more thing, Bala. You see errors there. Under WebDriver, you are seeing an error. Under Chrome driver also you are seeing an error. So what you do, put your cursor on top of that and import those packages. You didn't import those packages or those classes. Please import them. Put your cursor on WebDriver, Bala. At line 13. Easy for you to identify. Line 13. Some red marks are there, right? You should not see that red marks. So you didn't import as well. So what you have to do, you should import it. You don't create class. And also, yeah, version is good. No problem with that. You do one thing. Can you type again? Remove that line at line 13. Let's type one by one. So you do web space W. It will show you the IntelliSense so that you can pick up web D. Control space bar. Say control space bar, Bala. Control space bar. And choose that second one, enter. Second one, enter. You can see now. Package imported at line 3. Can you see there, Bala?
Yes, yes.
See, these are all, again, I am trying to make clear, these are all built-in classes, predefined classes or interfaces, and in some package, available in some package. So if you want to work with them, Bala, what you should do, you should import those packages. Without them, this doesn't work for us. Clear?
Yeah.
Right.
Got it.
Web now space. Create a reference for this interface WebDriver. Space. Create a reference. Some variable name. Don't say create. That WebDriver is the class name, right? You say it's a control space bar. It will show you the options to choose which one. Yeah. Choose WebDriver. Second one should be good. But both are not same. See, there is a slight difference. Can you see that, Bala?
Yeah, yeah.
So make sure your class name or interface name and references are not same. Equal to. Okay. New. So you want to automate Chrome, right? New.
Yes.
New. Space Chrome driver. C capital Chrome. Chrome driver is a built-in class. Chrome control space bar. Say control space bar. It's easy for you. Chrome. CHROME. There is a typo there. Chrome driver. Yeah. CHROME. Yes. Choose the first one. Enter. Double click on that. Yes. And semicolon. And with semicolon. Now driver.get. Uh, you choose WebDriver dot. See here. Line 20. Line 20. You can bring it up. And just change that reference point to WebDriver. WebDriver, because your reference of WebDriver is WebDriver, right? Instead of driver, put it as a WebDriver, not uppercase. It's C. Copy that reference and put it here. Copy that reference, second part of yes, that one, and put it here at line. Yes. Perfect. Now you will run. Now run this. Run this now. You will see you should see your window now. There are some errors in the workspace. Okay. But okay, let's proceed with launch. I don't think that issue is here with this one. If it is there, I'll try to help you. So what is that error now? Double click on this file. Okay, no problem. Just a minute, Bala. So here you can see Bala at line 12 again. Right side. Copy this Chrome options class name and put it at the right side, Bala. After new Chrome options, not reference. Please copy class name, Bala. Yes. Now run this. Save it. And run it. 1 minute. Still you have some errors. Let us see where errors are. Still I am seeing error there in the project. Okay. Just a minute. My first automation test.java, that is fine. Anyhow, save it, Bala. You didn't save it. Save it. Control S. Save Control S. Yeah, I think now error is removed, Bala. Right click and then say run. Yeah, I think browser started. You can see there. You are able to see your code is running. Can you see the browser? Can you see the browser, Bala? Did it popped up in your machine?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you show us the browser which is popped up here, so that everyone also has some observation. If this also helps them to get some idea. Where is the browser that is popped up, Bala?
So this is the one. I think my sharing has some problem.
No problem, Bala. No issues. So you got browser popped up, right?
Yes. So let
So
me
you
share
are.
again. I'll show you.
Yeah. No
So
problem. No problem. Yeah. So somewhere it will be triggered. Yeah, super. You can see Chrome is being controlled by automation test software. Super, Bala. Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
You are good, right? You can now
Yeah.
add one by one, method by method, and
Yes,
you can
yes.
automate all this, Bala. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sure. I got it. Thanks a lot, Mano. Yeah. Cheers.
Okay. No issues, Bala. So next, Kishore, can we just check into look into it? Santoshi, I'll come to you because it might need some time. So we can
Yeah, okay.
we can check on it. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah. Yes, Kishore.
Okay.
So what? Yeah. What is the issue, Kishore?
1 second. I'm trying to run this. So I'm getting.
Class not found. No problem. We can fix it. Not a problem.
Okay.
And so, Bala, that Chrome options, you pass it to the Chrome driver, that capabilities.
Here, right?
Yes, yes.
This one, now?
Bala?
I mean,
Yeah, that's perfect. Now, anyhow, run. I will fix it. Not a problem.
I'm still getting
What is that? Which class is not found? Little. Can you go little up, Bala? Let's see the error.
it's Kishore.
What? Sorry. I think just now I am talking to Bala, right? Sorry.
Okay.
Go little up. Right. Can you please come down? Exception, no class definition policy. Yeah. Class not found. Dev dot failsafe dot policy. Little come down. Little come down. Sure.
Okay.
I think the issue is with the Chrome driver. Yeah, Chrome driver, Chrome options. Okay, this is fine. You have imported Chrome driver. That is also fine. Step one is Chrome options. You did that. Second thing, you also set up this Chrome driver manager. Fine. You created WebDriver. That is also fine. And then you ran it still. Is it relate issue with your this thing, your libraries or what?
Because I've imported everything.
All these things are there, right?
Yes, if
You
you still
have
want
Chrome
to check,
options.
then
So
I'll.
you have imported. I think this is not related to. Can you copy it because let's Google it once.
Which one? This one, right?
Yes, that one. Not that full one. If you just say class not found, you won't get it, Bala. That
This one?
yeah. Dev dot failsafe dot policy. Yeah. Enter. Come little there. Just a minute.
Okay.
Just this is related to environment issue. Please scroll it down, Bala. Make sure one of these dependency like native library is available. Okay. So you like class path environment variable. Let's go there, Bala. Go to your code.
Okay.
Private dot get. Okay. This should be fine. No issues with that. Can you go to your Java version?
Okay.
I mean that installation path. Installation path. Go to C drive, program files,
Okay.
Java. Okay, this is fine. JDK. Copy this one. Bin. JDK bin.
With bin, right?
Yeah, copy this.
Okay.
Go to environment variables. Go to environment variables, not here, Bala.
Where should I go?
1 minute. Go to a C drive. That this PC is there, right? This PC. Right click on it. This PC. Right click on this PC. Properties. Not here, Bala. In the left window, you can see in the left side. You can see here this PC.
Okay.
Right click. Right click.
Okay.
Properties.
1 second. Okay.
See there, you can find something environment variable somewhere.
No.
Or just Google search environment variable. Advanced system settings. See there in the middle.
Where is it?
In the middle of your window, there is a right side. Advanced. Come down little. Come down. Advanced system settings.
Okay.
Yeah. Environment variables. There. Say new or new.
In system variables or this one?
On top. Variables for Kishore, you can see there. Class path, all lowercase.
Class
Class
path.
path. Class path.
Okay.
Under that, put that path you copied, semicolon. Put semicolon.
Okay.
Okay, that is one thing. Again, copy. Again, say already we have path. Edit path. Edit path. Not that.
Okay.
Under Kishore, even you can edit here also.
Okay.
So you do one thing. Go to that installation folder.
Okay.
That C drive program files. Java. I don't say this will allow your resolve complete issue. JRE. Click on JRE.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Lib.
Okay.
Copy and then copy this. Go there.
Edit, right?
Yeah. This is path, right? Edit path here, Bala. Sorry, Kishore. Hey, I'm getting Bala.
Okay.
Not. Did you edit path? Not that one, Kishore.
In system variables, right?
Under that variables for Kishore, 1, 2, 3, fourth one. Variables for Kishore, upper window, yeah. That path is there, Kishore. 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth one, path. Under variables, you created class path, right, Kishore?
Okay.
Not this one. This is
Okay.
system variables.
Here, right?
Here also you can do, no problem. I edit that. Please edit. Say edit. And
Okay.
there you can see many things are updated to this. Say edit. And copy that path at the end.
Yes.
Not there. You don't need. At the end of that. End. Yeah, there. Come down. Come down. Yeah, there. After that, yeah. Paste it there. Now you just had that, right? Say edit.
Edit. Okay.
Edit. Say edit. And after that D VS code. Yeah, there. You can see. You got that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting 1 second.
Yes. No problem, Kishore. Say edit first, and then come to the end, and then click, and then paste that path. Say edit.
Okay.
Come to the end. Click. Not there. After that, after DVS code, after that, or otherwise give me control. I'll set it.
Okay. Okay.
What do you want to do? Do you want to do, or shall I take control?
You can take control.
Okay. Allow me the control and open that thing.
Okay.
You can see here. Say edit, and then come here. Come here. Yes, there you should click. Come on. And then click on edit there. If somehow it's not, come here. And paste that path here after DVS code. Yes, there. Paste there. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Click on OK. Okay.
Okay,
Click
right.
on OK.
Okay.
And click on OK. Okay. Now go to the code. Now run this Kishore once.
Let me refresh this once.
Yes, sure. I don't think that has any issue because Eclipse doesn't need environment variables, but let's try this if it fixes your issue.
Mhm.
Just a minute then.
Okay.
The program is fine. Class first. My first, okay, that is fine. Package creation source is fine. Okay, package class name is fine. Can we create a simple project and check? Right? Let's create one more project and see.
Okay.
Yeah. Java project. Give some name, anything of your choice.
Okay.
Testing, okay. Then project, create a separate folder for sources and classes. Okay, that should be fine, no issues. And then next.
Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಬರೋ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ.
Finish it, Kishore.
Okay, where should I go there next?
Close, finish it, Kishore.
Okay. Mail bite.
Then open that project. Just create a simple file, a source, under source, right click, new. You can choose Java class. Maybe if you want, you can simply create a small package, com.something of your choice. These packages all should be in lowercase, Kishore. Okay.
Okay.
That is a standard. Of course, nothing happens. Com.first, yeah. Give some test there. Let's test the first. Let's run one program and see. Test or something. Okay, enter. You can choose main to that, add main to that if you want. Now just say run a simple SOP, system.out.println and some say hi. Run this now, right click and say, let us see if this works first for you. It is working. Now copy that code and paste it here. All that there is some issue with browser setup there. From my first, you copy all that. My first. Oh, double click on it.
Okay, it's here.
Except your project name, copy everything from import to all that. Copy all that. Copy everything, Bala. Yeah, we'll change class name here to my first to test, no issues. And paste it here inside test. Close this now.
Okay.
Paste it here. I told Bala again, right? Please ignore that, Kishore.
No issues.
And change that class name, Kishore. My first is there, right?
I'll remove this.
Remove that. Okay, and then just fix that closing bracers thing here. One.
And I'll do this import after this
package. Exactly, yes, correct, perfect.
Okay.
And then remove all that there, imports in the class. You can remove to do also. To do is also not needed. Okay, now save first.
Okay.
And then import io.WebDriverManager. So I think it doesn't have these libraries, right? Add these libraries also.
Correct. You're right. Correct.
Just add all everything.
From source, right?
Not from source. You have to add it from yes. Build path, configure build path, libraries, add external jars. Go there and then choose Selenium. This thing Java -4 points. This copy all those jars. And similarly, go to the same thing, double click on that again. No. That is the reason why you are getting that error. Add external jars.
Okay.
And then there will be a lib folder under that. Go to the lib. Okay, double click, scroll down, click on lib. Add these jars as well. Maybe you didn't add these jars. That's why you are getting this error.
Correct,
right?
Yes.
Now I understand. Now again add jars, go back and then add that WebDriver thing. That is the jar issue, Kishore. Okay.
Correct. Okay.
Now
Apply.
add all those as well. Apply and close. Now your errors will be removed. Now run this. Remove that main. Already main is there, Kishore.
Correct. Okay.
You
Which-
don't need to throw anything now because you don't have sleep method. Let's just have main alone. That is enough, Kishore.
Okay.
Okay. Opening. I think you have one extra opening brace, sir. No, right?
No,
Yes. You have one more extra. You opened main for twice. Remove that. You can see there. You opened main 2 times. You can see. Line 14. Another opening bracer is there. Remove that, Kishore.
no, I'm getting an error here.
No problem. Close one more here. Remove one more at the bottom. Now you run it. This is perfect. Now your browser will be open now for sure, Kishore.
Okay. I think I missed that lib folder, lib.
Yeah, that is important. I think important, Kishore. I think you are good, right?
Yes. When I was checking that, right, I didn't find that lib folder, so that's the reason it was not working. Fine.
No
I got it.
issues. No issues, Kishore. I think now you are good, right?
Yes.
From tomorrow onwards, you use this and just update on this. So and test your automation, Kishore.
Yes, I'll do it. Yes.
Still no problem. If you have any issue, we can sit and fix it. Okay.
Yes. But thank you so much.
No problem, Kishore. Right. Thank you. Santoshi, now shall we just check your thing yesterday, right?
Yeah, sure.
Can you share your screen?
Yes.